Unknown, released in 2011, is a psychological thriller starring Liam Neeson as Dr. Martin Harris, a man whose life is turned upside down after a car accident in Berlin. The film explores themes of identity, conspiracy, and memory, keeping the audience on edge as the mystery unfolds. The story begins with Dr. Martin Harris and his wife Elizabeth arriving in Berlin for a biotechnology conference. Shortly after checking into their hotel, Martin realizes he has left his briefcase at the airport. Without informing Elizabeth, he takes a taxi back to retrieve it. On the way, the taxi, driven by Gina, gets into a severe accident and plunges off a bridge into a river. Martin is knocked unconscious and Gina, a Bosnian immigrant working illegally, saves his life before fleeing the scene. Martin wakes up in a hospital 4 days later, disoriented and suffering from partial amnesia. He remembers his name, his profession, and his wife, but many other details remain hazy. Desperate to reunite with Elizabeth, he leaves the hospital against medical advice and returns to the hotel. However, when he finds Elizabeth, she denies knowing him and is accompanied by another man who claims to be the real Dr. Martin Harris. Confused and alarmed, Martin tries to prove his identity, but all his personal documents are missing. The hotel staff and Elizabeth's behavior make him question his sanity. The mysterious imposter seems to have taken over his life, possessing intimate knowledge of Martin's work, his research, and even personal details only Martin and Elizabeth would know. The situation becomes increasingly dire as Martin realizes he is being followed and his life may be in danger. With nowhere to turn, Martin seeks help from Gina, the taxi driver who saved him. Reluctantly, she agrees to assist him, and together they delve into the mystery surrounding his identity. As they dig deeper, Martin's fragmented memories begin to return, revealing a complex and deadly conspiracy. He learns that he is being targeted by a shadowy organization, and that Elizabeth and the imposter are part of the plot. Desperate for answers, Martin visits Professor Bressler, the scientist hosting the biotechnology conference, hoping to jog his memory. However, his efforts only raise more questions. Martin is soon attacked by a professional assassin named Smith, confirming that his life is in grave danger. After narrowly escaping, Martin and Gina are forced to go on the run, evading both the assassin and the police. As they piece together the clues, Martin discovers that he is not who he thought he was. His real identity is revealed to be an assassin named Martin B., who was hired to eliminate Professor Bressler to prevent his groundbreaking research from being made public. The imposter, who has taken his place, was supposed to carry out the mission after Martin's accident. However, the accident caused Martin to forget his true identity, leaving him in the dark about his violent past. The climax of the film occurs at the conference where Martin finally confronts Elizabeth and the imposter. In a tense showdown, Martin's memories fully return and he decides to stop the assassination to atone for his past actions. He manages to thwart the plan and eliminate the imposter and the assassins sent after him, including Elizabeth, who reveals herself to be a willing participant in the conspiracy. In the end, Martin, now fully aware of his past, chooses to forge a new identity with Gina. The two of them leave Berlin together, determined to start a new life, free from the shadows of Martin's former self. The film closes on a hopeful note, with Martin symbolically reclaiming his humanity after the harrowing journey of discovering his true identity. Unknown is a gripping thriller that keeps viewers guessing until the very end, blending elements of action, mystery, and psychological drama to tell a compelling story of a man's struggle to reclaim his life and identity. Subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to get notifications on our new videos.